If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Johnny Fastlane here. So, 6ix9ine implies that Snoop Dogg snitched on 6ix9ine, and Boosie goes in on Lil Webbie. Plus, Ali from the St Lunatics reminds us all why Nelly and Ludacris had beef. Let's talk hip-hop.
You might hear them getting caught with.
Alright, so it's no secret, right, that a couple of people, there are a few rappers that are out there that just love them some 6ix9ine, right, and they love the fact he's out, and they're gonna do music with him right there, but there are other rappers who don't care for 6ix9ine at all, and they're calling him a rat and everything, right. Some of those rappers that don't care for 6ix9ine are Meek Mill, and then of course Snoop Dogg, right, and Snoop Dogg over the past couple of months, even while 6ix9ine was still locked up, has, you know, said in no uncertain terms that 6ix9ine is a bitch, he's a rat, and all this, right? So 6ix9ine decides he wants to start dissing or trolling Snoop Dogg, right? So you see that clip there, 6ix9ine is in his crib chilling, watching TV, and he's watching like some interview with 6ix9ine, and 6ix9ine is talking about Snoop Dogg, right? But this was recorded years and years ago, probably like over 10 years ago, when Snoop Dogg and 6ix9ine had a little bit of beef. And basically 6ix9ine is explaining in that interview that, you know, Snoop beat a murder charge, but then, you know, he got caught with, he was on probation, but he got caught with 2 ounces of weed on him. He got into some kind of fight, and he never got locked up. He never got violated. He never went back to prison. He always is out here free, just chilling, and it must be because Snoop Dogg is some kind of informant, so he's more valuable to, you know, the police out here than he is in locked up, because at least he could tell what other people are doing, right? And that's what kind of 6ix9ine was saying on that interview, right? But of course, that was just 6ix9ine being a little bit upset at Snoop Dogg and really just kind of trying to throw him under the bus. Now, Snoop sees this because Academics reposted this on his Instagram. And when Snoop Dogg saw this, Snoop Dogg decided to comment on this on Academics' page, right? So Snoop says, niggas know I ain't have nothing to do with 6ix9ine getting time. We had the same lawyers. This clown is reaching, calling me a snitch, and FYI. He most likely drew up some kind of fake paperwork because you know that he's cool with the police, right? So Snoop is saying that even if there is paperwork with him telling on 6ix9ine or telling on somebody for something, just know that that's fake, right? That's what Snoop says, right? And then he says, Suge and him are on great terms now, so if if Snoop Dogg would have told on Suge, it's a fact that 6ix9ine would have never been cool with Snoop Dogg again, right? And he says, now carry on and stay tuned for the Tattletale movie, because Snoop Dogg is basically saying that there's going to be a movie coming out about 6ix9ine and his ratting ways, right? And then so after this post, Snoop Dogg actually went on his Instagram and posted up like some fake trailer about like a fake like Tattletale movie, right? And then at that time, Snoop Dogg also went on his Instagram and posted up a video of him talking about the situation.
Last time you said something, I ain't had time. But today, I got time. You better get the fuck off my line, nigga. Rat boy, you really better leave me alone. I ain't the one. No way. No way. Go on and do your shit. Get out my way, bitch. You funky dog head, rainbow head, dog head, bitch. Yeah, you. Better leave the dog alone. Go find you a cat. Tom and Jerry shit. Fuck with the dog. Nothing nice. Bitch. Bad boy.
So Snoop Dogg is basically like, you better go find you a cat to play with on some Tom and Jerry type shit, because you messing with me, you messing with the dog, and you gonna get a fight, right? And then in the caption of that video, he just said, look, I got time today, right? Snoop Dogg, 6ix9ine actually sees this and comments on Snoop Dogg's video on Snoop Dogg's page saying, well, explain your paperwork. Show your paperwork then. Why is there paperwork with your name on it saying that you told on people, right? And then after that, Snoop Dogg didn't respond respond back to him. And really and truly, like, Snoop Dogg is a legend out here in these hip-hop streets. There's no, tarnish or dirt on his name, never has been. I'm sure there never will be. And I think that Snoop Dogg is way too big of an artist to even really pay attention to 6ix9ine or respond back to him. Like, don't argue with fools, right? But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. So YFN Lucci goes on his Instagram and he posts up this picture of him and Boosie, right? I mean, they chilling, right? So YFN Lucci says, them niggas did that for the boss, official Boosie, right? Dope, right? So then Webbie actually sees this picture and he comments on YFN Lucci's page and he was like, nice pic. Niggas did that, did all that doing shit for the boss, but where was y'all when I sacrificed all I had and took care of families when you was in jail, B? Just wondering, Boosie, right? Boosie saw this and just went off on Webbie on Twitter, right? So Boosie says, you could have called me, nigga. SMH, the truth is you never sent my mother $1 when I was locked up in jail. Yeah, y'all was screaming free Boosie and you was doing a bunch of free Boosie concerts, but she never got a dime from that. You lying, bruh. Yeah, Waka Flocka, Yo Gotti, and Jeezy gave her money. And everybody knows I've been trying to help you a million times, right? Every time we tried to get you into the studio, you would leave. Trill even tried to get writers for you to help you out, bruh. 2 years ago, you wouldn't even clear 2D songs saying that you made the title called It's Up. Really? You was down getting $7,000 a show until I put you on my tour and gave you $10,000 per show for 7 shows out of my own pocket. And what you did, you try to sink the whole show by missing tour dates and missing radio appearances and telling the DJ you're only doing 3 songs. I even got you on features where you're getting $7,500 per feature, which is more than your show money. And you want to be like, oh, you want me to be like you and have all this hate in my blood for other rappers in the industry, but that's fake. The rap industry that you think hates you actually respects you, nigga. You the one to blame for your downfall. I can't make you rap and I can't make you hustle. You got to be born with it. But for you to say that you took care of my family when I was locked up, that's a bold-faced lie. You scream my name, but you never gave Miss Connie, I guess that's his mom, nothing, bruh. Never put nothing on my books. You never wrote me a letter. You never tried to come and visit me, and you're not even a felon. And still I come home trying to help you. You blame everybody when it's you. Shake back, Webbie. I'ma pray for you, nigga. The truth has been spoken, right? Crazy. So like Boosie, yeah, he went the fuck off on Webbie, right? So Webbie seen this, and then Webbie actually, well, a bunch of people was in Webbie's comments saying like, yo, Webbie, blah, 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 this and that. Did you see what Boosie said? Yada, yada, yada. And of course, you know, Webbie and Boosie came up in the game together, right? And kind of, I feel like, you know, Boosie reminds me of 50 Cent, where Webbie reminds me of like a Lloyd Banks or something like that, where it's like the fans love Webbie, right? The fans love Lloyd Banks, but for some reason, Lloyd Banks never popped off to his greatest potential like how 50 Cent did, right? And the same thing is going on with Boosie and Webbie, right? Boosie is the man, but why isn't Webbie right next to him, you know, celebrating? Because both of y'all started from the mud together, right? And it seems like Boosie is trying to say that Webbie might be a little lazy, right? But anyway, the fans are torn. All Boosie fans love Webbie. All Webbie fans love Boosie because, like I said, they came up together. So now on Webbie's comments, you got people saying, you know, fuck Boosie, I'm on your side. And on Boosie's comments, you got people saying, fuck Webbie, I'm on your side. It's crazy. So, of course, Webbie sees this and responds.
Who are the haters in the neighborhood? Man, I love my niggas. Man, look here, I'ma do this like here. Man, I love my nigga to death. If something happened to my nigga, that shit gonna fuck me up. My shit gonna stop. I'ma have to keep going and mutual. If something happened to me, that shit gonna hurt the fuck out my nigga. Y'all quit asking nigga about that shit, man. See, the only thing, the main thing is, though, it be the same motherfuckers that asking and that, like they love, they just, and they, if something happened to me tonight, they'll go straight to the next motherfucker. They go ride them, hey, I'm fucked up. If something happened to him, they gonna do the same thing. They ain't gonna hurt, they ain't gonna feel nothing. So everybody just chill out on that, man. Shout out to all the motherfucking bosses, nigga, all the motherfucking bosses that's coming, though, nigga. It's up, Savage Life Radio, that shit big.
So basically, Webbie is like, yo, I love my nigga. No matter what he said, no matter what I'm saying, if we're arguing and going back and forth with each other, if something happens to me, he will be fucked up and I know it, right? If something happens to him, I will be fucked up because that's my brother and I know it, right? So at the end of the day, you know, we will talk and we will, you know, I guess get our differences sorted out. But y'all, the fans, need to chill out, right? And then he goes back on his Instagram, he puts up a video, and on the caption of the video, he says, I told you when you was locked up, we ain't regular, B. God's plan. Stay focused. The devil is trying to work, but we God kids, right? We always gonna be straight, nigga. This shit deeper than music, right? So basically saying like, I don't even want to beef. I don't want to argue. I don't want to go back and forth. Kind of, almost even implying like, yeah, I was in my feelings, but yo, you're my guy, Boosie, right? But anyway, so the caption is on this video that he's basically on the phone talking to Boosie, and just letting them know like, hold your head and we different.
We ain't regular, baby. We ain't regular. We ain't regular. We ain't regular. We ain't regular, B. We ain't regular.
Telling it live for the world, son.
I pray for you every day, nigga. We pray for each other, and this shit crazy, nigga. As we...
I've been praying for you, bro. I've been praying for you, bro.
Man, hey, bro, we God kids, nigga. We ain't regular, man, and but it's in a good way, man. We ain't fucked up like some people trying to make us out to be, and we gonna show them that shit before it's over, you know?
So the whole situation is just crazy, right? And at the end of the day, really and truly, I feel like both of these dudes are straight up and down brothers, right? So I think both of them are hurt, right? It's clear that Webbie is hurt, right? Because of the videos and stuff that he's putting up. It's clear that Boosie is hurt, even though he's not like going in our archives and putting up like old videos and stuff. It's clear that he's hurt because of everything that he said. None of these niggas ever said, yo, fuck you, nigga. They both said, I'ma pray for you, right? So I really think that there needs to just be like a phone call or a meeting or something like that, and I'm sure like they'll squash their beef if it is even beef, right? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Ludacris used to steal our shit so much, I used to just be like, nigga, would you stop? I'm telling you, video, come on. He did fantasy. I was like, damn, nigga, you just straight took our whole shit. Then after that he did the other video, then did the thing. And then we came out with Midwest Swing. I'm a chicken. Then he came out on Saturday. I'm like, would you stop, nigga? Leave us alone. Then the shit got serious. You feel me? Pissed me off.
What do you do?
They just kept doing it, and it pisses off. He did a stand up and put that shoe down. The chingy beef was already going on. We got pissed. He made pussy pop.
Oh shit.
We made tip drill. It was all directed at him. The whole thing was we reversed him as hell. We finna turn your ass up. Pussy popping was no longer, it's not even talked about anymore.
Alright, yo, so tonight, Ludacris and Nelly are gonna battle on Instagram, right? And it should be fire, right? But the whole situation is that Ali from the St Lunatics goes on Instagram like a couple days ago just to kind of remind us why Nelly and Ludacris started even beefing in the first place, right? So that was a clip of Ali right there, and he's kind of explaining everything that Ludacris did to copy off of Nelly and the St Lunatics, right? So first and foremost, this whole thing kicks off because Ali puts up this post right here from Billboard. But this was back in the day, like maybe 2015, where he's saying, according to Billboard, the greatest artist of all time, the Hot 100 list, Nelly is the hottest rapper ever, according to Billboard, right? And this is kind of a slap in the face that Billboard only put 5 rappers on their, you know, top 10, top 100 artists of the world. There's only 5 rappers on there. And they're all like 75 and above. Nelly is number 76, right? Eminem is 85, Jay-Z's 86, Kanye is 89, and 50 Cent is 96. It's a slap in the face. But anyway, so then Ali puts up this post right here, right? And he's showing that Ludacris in the beginning of that video, stand up, when I move, you move, just like that. That Ludacris had on a giant Air Force One and he was stomping it, and he was stomping it hard, and everybody in the club was just like flying up up and falling back down and everything like that. And so in the caption, Ali says, okay, you knew I was eventually going to start telling the truth. Ludacris was throwing little shots for years. This was one of his little diss moments where he was trying to say that he stomps harder in his Air Force Ones. Laughing emojis, right? I personally have never liked Ludacris and always thought that he was a pure clown, right? That's just how I looked at him. That's what Ali said, right? Then Ali posts this up of Country Grammar, which is a clip of Nelly, you know, going back and forth in front of the cars and the Caprices with the girls and the verts and all that stuff like that, right? This wasn't really something that us in New York really did at the time in videos. It was more like, you know, a bunch of niggas in the hood and motorcycles behind us, you know, Rough Riders DMX shit, right? Nelly started doing some shit where he was down, down, baby, you know, and had the girls in the videos and all the Caprices out, and it basically looked like a car show, right? And Ali is saying that Ludacris copied off of him because in the What's Your Fantasy video, the aesthetic was very similar, right? Okay, more truth. Ludacris, aka, you know, Ludacris, has been stealing from us since day one. We dropped Country Grammar a few months later. He tried to duplicate it, the exact thing, walking back and forth in front of the cars, and then he used to have the nerve to not want to speak to us when we seen him, like a hoe ass nigga. We see you stealing our whole shit. You mad at us and you can't even speak? You a clown. Fuck out of here. And then he says, all these are my views. They're not Nelly's views or to anybody from the St Lunatics, right? Then he posts up something where, and I didn't even know this, but Ludacris actually did a song with some country music artist, just like Nelly did a song with the country music artist as well, right? Tim McGraw, right? And then he posts up another clip of Nelly doing the Midwest swing, right? And in the beginning of that, he says, it only gets worse from this point, right? I mean, he started stealing everything we did. Even if we did something like put farm animals in our record, like on the Midwest swing, then he, what's the next thing that he would do? Yes, you guessed it correctly. He would put farm animals in his record too. I'm not lying and I'm not making this stuff up. See for yourself, right? So Midwest swing, the farm animals in the background, goats, chickens, stuff like that. In the beginning of Saturday, the same thing. You know, the chickens was like quack-a-coo and all that stuff like that, right? And then Ali puts up a clip of Pimp C actually talking about Ludacris and basically saying how Ludacris is a sucker, right? You know, basically saying, oh, you want to charge Bun B $50,000 and you don't want to pick up your phone when I'm calling you to get on my shit, but when you call me, I send the verse back in 24 hours. So Pimp C basically had a issue with Ludacris and disturbing the peace that Ali is trying to highlight as well, right? And then just more and more of the same, right? So the whole situation is crazy because Ludacris didn't even respond back to Ali or anything like that, right? And then also, even though Ali is just, you know, highlighting the fact that he's always felt like Ludacris was a bitch and a hoe ass nigga, Ludacris and Nelly today are cool, right? They don't have any beef anymore or anything like that, and they both kind of just went on to be great in their own like respective areas of hip hop, right? So tonight the versus battle with both of them getting together should be a dope ass stroll down memory road. We will definitely see all those songs that Ali was alluding to when they play it going back and forth. And I mean, Ludacris and Nelly, to me, I never really thought that they were similar artists at all, and they're both not even from the same place. Ludacris is from Atlanta and Nelly is from St. Louis, but I guess they both did kind of come out around the same time, and especially during the time where like East Coast rap and West Coast rap was dominant, and then you had Ludacris and Nelly both coming from different places that wasn't like California and New York, and then breaking into the hip-hop genre and killing the charts. It's just dope and fire either way, right? So anyway, let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Johnny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.